Hello, everyone. We're going to go over the lesson that you guys may have missed from Friday. We didn't finish the lesson, so you guys are not too far behind. But if you have not finished writing your persuasive essay, that needs to happen before you get to class on Tuesday. Okay, so if you see this, we have just part of a sample essay. We'll look at the rest of it on Tuesday, and then we have the parts of an essay here. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight and identify the parts of an essay so that you guys can eventually do this to your own work and identify whether or not you have everything that you need within your essay to be successful. Okay, so first let's look at the intro. So for the intro paragraph, I'm going to be highlighting the hook in orange, your thesis or claim, which I use the two terms interchangeably. That's going to be in green. And then we look at our body paragraphs. Your topic sentence or commentary are going to be in green as well. Your example or evidence, again, I use those interchangeably, is going to be in yellow. Your analysis is going to be in pink. The difference between commentary and analysis, I guess we can use this color. That's too dark. The difference between analysis and commentary is that your commentary is generally something that you have to prove. Let's try to make this lighter somehow. Here we go. Your commentary is something that you have to prove, and your analysis helps connect to your major points, your major thesis statement, or your topic sentences. Okay? And then we have our conclusion. So some people like to put their counter argument in their conclusion, or they like to put it in the second body paragraph. It's up to you. And then we have the call to action. Either way, whichever one you choose to do, or wherever you choose to put it, that's going to be in blue. Okay. So we have this sample essay, and we're going to highlight this. And then if you don't have a copy on you, you didn't take it home, then that's okay. You can do this on Tuesday as well. Competition is like climbing the tallest mountain and running the longest race. They are all painful, but you're guaranteed a feeling of accomplishment and success once you finish. Having a competitive spirit is absolutely necessary to be successful because it motivates people to become something better, and it provides the mobility needed to get out of a situation and place yourself in a better one. Okay, so if you remember, thesis statement is your reason, your position plus two reasons, correct? So these first two sentences right here, they're not necessarily giving me a position. They're not really giving me any kind of reason. So that's kind of our intro. This is our hook, okay? So your hook is going to be orange. Then we have this part. So this is going to be your thesis statement. It's got a position plus reason. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight that in green. But it's also necessary to understand which part is my position and which part are my reasons. So I have having a competitive spirit is absolutely necessary to be successful. Now, I don't know what the prompt is, but it sounds like that's probably my position. So I'm going to put position here. I'm going to comment it. And in the future, I'm going to have you guys do this alone. Oh, I don't want it to be that color. Well, just so you see it, I'll delete it in a second because I don't want it to be a different color. But in the future, you guys are going to have to do this on your own online so that I can see that you understand the difference. It motivates people to become something better. That is my first reason. First reason. Okay. And then it provides the mobility needed to get out of a situation and place yourself in the better one. That is your second reason. Because this person has two reasons, they need to have two body paragraphs, which they do end up doing. I just didn't show it to you for this demonstration. Okay, so now if I scroll down, we have the body paragraph. To be able to succeed economically, one without a doubt needs to find their spirit for competition. Elon Musk, a world-renowned inventor and entrepreneur, has completely changed how we view the world thanks to his own personal drive for success. Musk has founded many booming companies such as SpaceX, Tesla, and The Boring Company. The best part of all of his success is the fact that he started with nothing but the idea for greatness. Musk's companies are not uncontested. However, his companies are able to fully compete with huge names such as NASA and Ford. All thanks to his competitive spirit for success, we now have rockets that can go into orbit and land themselves, cars that drive themselves, and hundreds of inventions that will impact our lives tremendously. All right, so let's look at this first sentence. Obviously, this one is going to be our topic sentence. Now, why is that obvious? Well, for one, they do connect the idea that was explored in their thesis statement as that first sentence. And they also introduce whatever they're going to talk about. So they say, to be able to succeed economically, okay? And then we have idea of a spirit for competition. So again, when you write your topic sentence, you are not straight up putting your evidence in there. You're not going to start off with Elon Musk is an example of competitive spirit, because you need kind of like that transition. You need to kind of ease your audience into whatever your topic is going to be, okay? So this is your topic sentence. It's a pretty good one. So we're going to have blue, what am I saying? Green, sorry. And then we have this one. So the interesting thing about this student and the way that they write is that they have multiple types of functions within each sentence. So up until this point, this is evidence. Okay, we use Elon Musk. So that's my evidence, right? But then something interesting happens, because he says, has completely changed how we view the world thanks to his own personal drive for success. This is still part of the evidence, but it's also a claim. Now, the reason why this is a claim is because he needs to go back and prove this through whatever else he's going to say within the rest of the paragraph. So it's pretty good. Musk has founded many companies such as SpaceX, Tesla, and The Boring Company. So there's no new information. This isn't commentary. This isn't opinion. This isn't anything that I necessarily have to support. So it's going to be evidence. The best part of all of his success is the fact that he started with nothing but the idea for greatness. So this is, once again, commentary, because it's an opinion. Now, he does mention the idea of success, and we talk about in the thesis statement how the competitive spirit is necessary for success. So what you would do is you would have this be pink and green, because it's both part of analysis, because it connects back to the thesis statement, and it is a commentary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the text pink, and I'm going to make the highlighting green. Okay. Musk's companies are not uncontested, which that's kind of random. However, his companies are able to fully compete with huge names such as NASA and Ford. So this part, once again, we have an example. They're talking about NASA and Ford. But then if we look, once again, he's talking about the idea of companies being able to fully compete. So that kind of connects back to my thesis statement. So that's my quote unquote analysis. And then that other part, Musk's companies are not uncontested, that I would get rid of that because it doesn't make any sense, but it'll just be commentary for now. And now we have our last sentence. All thanks to his competitive spirit for success, we now have rockets that can go into orbit and land themselves, cars that drive themselves, and hundreds of inventions that impact our lives tremendously. Now, this entire thing is going to be my analysis. So again, analysis is that comparison. I'm sorry, that part that connects whatever you're saying in your body paragraph, your evidence, back to the thesis statement and tells me why it matters, why it's important. Okay, so if you don't have that in your essay, then you are lacking a big part of the essential point, which is to argue and convince your audience that what you are saying is correct. So let's say I completely got rid of this, right? So let's say I got rid of that. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't have all the parts that you need in order to really have your evidence and everything flow and convince your audience. Oop. Hold on, I don't know what just happened. Doo-doo-doo. So let's put that back. Okay. So on Tuesday, you guys should have your essays. Please make sure you bring them. If you do not have the sample essay in front of you, and or if you do not have all these colors of highlighters and everything, it's okay. We will come back and do this on Tuesday. But what I do want you to do is I want you to start looking at your first body and your first and your intro in your first body, and I want you to start labeling the parts. So look at it. Do you have a hook? Do you have a thesis or claim? Do you have topic sentences that actually make sense? Do you have this little other claims like the ones down here? Do you have good concrete examples? And do you have analysis? If you do not have any of those things, then you still have time before Tuesday to come back and fix your work. Okay, so that's it for this part of the lesson. Can't wait to see you guys Tuesday. Have a wonderful weekend.